voleva ascoltare lo so. Andiamo di gli ordini, easy,
Ragnite, a mysterious ore that emits an azure glow. It contains a magical energy known as mana. Its discovery brought prosperity to the masses, thanks to a select few who could wield its power through alchemy. In due time, the mana engine, an alchemic device that uses ragnite as fuel, was invented in Europa. The processing of mana itself became an industry, allowing the masses to access alchemy and sparking a revolution. This azure revolution transformed Europa. As the demand for ragnite grew, so too did the conflict between countries. Thus began the Age of Imperialism, in which countries would expand their borders through aggressive military action. The revolution transformed mankind's history into one of endless war over the azure mineral. The Kingdom of Jutland, September 15th, 1954, BC. On this day 100 years ago, the European Liberation War that shook the country came to an end. Elsinore, the capital of Jutland, is lively in celebration for the centennial anniversary of the country's freedom. Meanwhile, in a grove far away from the bustling city, two people from the Institute of Alchemy stand before a grave.
I'd like to know the truth, Professor.
The truth? What of?
I've been researching the Liberation War for a long time, and after going through the records, I've begun to have some doubts. Like, did the traitors really commit treason?
The Elsinore trials have ruled it as such. The history books paint a similar picture, too.
I've seen the court records written by Lord Donovan Lindegard. The 5 traitors conspired to thrust Jutland into war for self-interest. They incited the citizenry to rise up, leading to the death of thousands. But is it even possible to start a war through personal greed alone? That conflict is now referred to as the Liberation War. The name speaks for itself. Doesn't the country as we know it exist exactly because they rose to action? Professor, you come from a line of instructors that spans 5 generations, all of whom taught at the Institute. And the time of your great-great-grandmother's tenure is of particular interest. I've heard that Princess Ophelia and the leader of the traitors, Amlet Gronk, you heard anything from your family about that period? How did the traitors feel? What did they think? Or why did they lead this country down the path of war? If there's some hidden truth, we should share it with the world. I've looked through a lot of historical documents and research papers regarding the traitors. I've reviewed historical facts and researched them time and again. And I've concluded that there's an important fact that remains hidden about the traitors.
And that would be?
I haven't gotten that far yet. Still, I don't believe that the traitors started a war for selfish reasons. Jutland won the war and underwent a massive growth. The fact that they laid the foundation for it should be ample reason why we shouldn't think of them as criminals. If I may be so bold, I even think the honor of those 5 should be restored.
That is quite a bold notion. There's no need to restore their honor.
Then do you accept the contents of that trial, Professor?
They didn't want to restore their honor. They wanted to watch over this area. That was their only request.
Huh?
It was for that reason they accepted the brand of traitor and the penalty of death that accompanied it. Their only wish was for all 5 of them to rest here in this land. Still, the people couldn't forgive them.
But it's clear that their request has been granted. Why is that?
It was done out of love. A complex one at that.
You have heard something then, haven't you? Please, you have to tell me, Professor.
Very well. What I'm about to discuss, as you've surmised, this is a truth that's been passed down by my family, starting with my great-great-grandmother. Listen to it in its entirety, and then decide for yourself if this is a tale that should be shared with the world. October 4th, 1853, EC. The region of Molde, where we stand now, became the first battleground in the war between Jutland and Ruse. Jutland's anti-Valkyria squad challenged the Rusi Empire. They were known as the Vannergend, and their commanding officer, Amlet Gronk, was one of the traitors.
Hey, Helena. That racket you've been making is getting on my nerves.
Huh? I'm just, trembling with excitement.
Looks like we've got a tough one over here. I expect great things from you, Private Anderson.
You can count on me.
I must be excited too. That's why I can't stop trembling.
You're just scared.
You're right.
You ought to be following my example, little boy Bloom. I am the very paragon of vitality, vivacity, and virility.
Ugh, I'm surrounded by children. War's about to break out and you act as if you don't have a care in the world.
Excuse me? Miss Bridget, surely you're not including me with the rest of this ragtag rabble.
You're the brattiest one here, Isaac.
You're quiet as always, Tilda.
You're pretty calm yourself, Bridget.
I am. Strangely so. Once the battle starts, though, who knows what'll happen. I've been waiting for the day to take revenge on the Empire. I'll give no quarter.
Well, we have been pushed around a lot by the Rucks. Everyone has some grudge against them, big or small.
The old lady down the street from us died the other day. They couldn't find any medicine for her in time.
She was so nice.
God, this is unacceptable. As if we'll let an economic blockade kill us. If we're gonna die, we'll go out with a bang.
Just so. "'Twas to save my people from such a regrettable fate, so far as I am able, that I have taken up the sword alongside you. We must break free from the clutches of imperialism, and put an end to this unjustly imposed embargo. Amlet Gronkaer.
Yes?
I must say, I truly am glad to have joined this unit, for it has attuned me more closely to the will of my people.
Lieutenant Villefort.
Yes, sir.
Have the princess stand down.
Beg pardon? I still have matters to discuss with you.
I don't.
Must you always speak so obstinately? Even to your...
Come, Your Highness.
Godot.
Princess, when your commanding officer says stand down, you stand down. You're not students anymore.
Helena!
Aw, come on! Fifi's just trying her bestest, you know?
You always take the princess's side, Sarah. Why don't you become her handmaiden?
How rude! What's with the attitude?
Doesn't seem like they've bolstered their numbers nearly as much as the report indicated.
Even if they had, we have our orders.
Of course.
Watch over the princess.
Understood.
Sorry for the delay, Lieutenant Gronkaer.
It started.
Sir, His Majesty decreed at 0752 to all citizens of Jutland the annulment of our alliance with the Ruzi Empire. He has declared we're entering a state of war against them.
Anti-Valkyria squad, prepare to commence operation. Our objective is to seize the outpost and take back our land from the Empire.
Everyone, please, lend me your ears. This is not just a battle, but the dawn of a war for our people's independence. May the blood of our own go unshed. And may we bring victory to Jutland, our country and home.
Jutland back then was in a state of poverty. The Ruzi Empire, who is in a long-standing alliance with our country, approached the other major powers of the world. Together, they launched a year-long economic embargo, which would later be known as the BRFH blockade.
BRFH. Brenland, Ruse, Frank, Hobstrom. Those four powerful empires had ceased all trade and commerce with our country. With the blockade in place, the livelihood of the Judish populace was strained by a lack of resources. Jutland went to war under those circumstances.
Let's go.
Ok, prima di iniziare il tutto facciamo un breve riassunto. Praticamente ci è stato detto che c'era questa gemma blu chiamata Azura, che praticamente era il segreto che faceva espandere l'industria con l'alchimia, quindi l'alchimia faceva espandere a dismisura l'industria di quel tempo. Solo che praticamente stava finendo, quindi più la usavano e più finiva ovviamente e non c'erano risorse. Quindi c'era un conflitto in atto tra l'impero e altra nazione. Tuttavia l'impero aveva più forze e questo è successo 100 anni fa. Quindi mentre questo sapere Jutland, no, questa nazione festeggia la sua guerra di liberazione, centrale dalla liberazione dall'oppressione dell'impero, ci sono due persone che stanno su una bara dei 5 eroi, che per loro sono 5 eroi, che per poche persone. Per tutti sono conosciuti come 5 traditori. Questi 5 traditori praticamente si dice che tutta la guerra sia iniziata per colpa loro, per colpa di un suo loro interesse intorno a un suo studente che la sta legittimamente incalzando per le sue domande, per scoprire se davvero questi sono 5 traditori oppure 5 eroi. Allora la professoressa si scioglie e dice a tutto al suo studente, gli dice rivela tutto. Quindi adesso siamo proprio all'inizio della storia, con questi tra parentesi, eroi che devono combattere per liberare questa terra dalla pressione dell'impero. Questo primo capitolo si chiama La riconquista di Molda o Merda, non avevo detto bene, ma credo sia più Molda. Quindi ora iniziamo. Allora, Brigitte ed Elena, venite con me. E faremo un attacco, lanceremo un attacco a sorpresa contro la base nemica.
Alright.
Il resto di voi guardateci le spalle. Colpiremo un nemico così molto probabilmente sono ancora confuso. Andiamo. Guardate per guardate, ok.
Let's do this!
I swear I'm not drunk. Piece of cake, right?
Ok, questo sarebbe attacco speciale. Sarebbe a lei c'è dato vediamo un po'.
Alright.
Ok, sei morto.
I swear I'm not drunk.
All right.
Out of my way, Rock. This is a good position.
Didn't have what it takes.
Dai, fai di qua sotto.
Farewell.
All right.
Io non è che sia così tanto bello sul gioco.
All right.
E questo di cazzo è? Tirannosauro
Finally, bring out the big guns.
The enemy forces are slow to react. I wonder if they're still half asleep.
Private Helena Anderson, ready for action.
Take it down.
No, sembra facile, vediamo un po'. Allora, can you recommend parts? Can you armament and armaments and military rates and weapons? Their offensive and defensive nature and military. Ok, quindi devo prima distruggere gli arti.
Enemy reinforcements.
Let's end this.
I won't go easy.
Watch out, this will be easy.
Burn them all. All right. Burn them all. It's damaged.
Watch out.
Swear I'm not.
Sorry
All
about
right.
this.
Begin the lesson.
Oh,
Have what it takes.
una stupidezza.
Our tank! It's out of commission!
Where the hell are they coming from?
Non abbiamo
So
troppi
they've
soldi.
finally taken the bait.
Noi siamo finalmente caduti in trappola.
Runner, send word to the motherland. Everything's proceeding according to His Imperial Majesty's designs.
There are several opinions about how the woods, similar to a cornered animal. Another, that Jutland preemptively attacked due to intel that the Ruzi Empire was launching an armed invasion.
Please do not worry for my sake. Am I not a soldier too? I can see to my own safety.
Princess Ophelia. How audaciously admirable.
But, Phoebe, you're still royalty, aren't ya? No princess left behind, says I. And no soldier, too.
Guarding your highness is an order from our commanding officer. You can leave your protection to us.
Nay. Surely that would ill serve us all.
It's over.
You mean he's dead?
Hey, you alright there?
I'm still so inexperienced. But I can survive. Nay, I must. For my country, I will.
Fifi!
Your Highness,
Come
wait!
si chiama Fifi? My Highness. Vediamo il potere di sta brava ragazza.
I'm quite alright. I can still fight.
Allora, praticamente prima che iniziasse questa nuova cutscene c'era quel soldatino mezzo checca che diceva che c'erano molte, ci sono state alcune supposizioni di come sia iniziata la guerra. La prima supposizione è che i abitanti di questa nazione, la Jetland, come cazzo si chiama, abbiano iniziato la guerra perché erano stati spinti allo stremo dall'imperialismo, quindi erano come animali arrabbiati, pronti a difendersi. La seconda opinione è che invece abbiano iniziato una guerra proprio per difendersi dalla invasione precoce dell'impero. Ora c'è questa principessa Ophelia che da me mi sta sui coglioni, che vuole far vedere agli altri che sta a battere a se stessa. Vediamo che cazzo sa fare. Vediamo vedere i suoi poteri dire niente. Se dai sua madre per favore può scendere ok. Oh, questa mi piace.
I am sworn to the crown. Not a chance. Ring is ours. Who's next?
The fruits of our labor, yes?
La uccida? Vai? Che botte di culo! Oh mio Dio, smalto, tranquillo.
Can you stand?
Puoi alzarti? Vediamo se riesco a Dici che stai ad alzarti? Certo.
Yes.
Vediamo se riesco a tradurre in simultaneo, ma non credo.
There a problem, Godot?
Ci sono problemi qui, no, la principessa ha vinto la sua prima battaglia.
You okay there, Fifi?
È ok, Fifi.
You look even paler than usual.
Sempre più pallida del solito.
She's killed the man
Ci
with her
sono
own
un
two
uomo
hands.
con le sue mani.
Such is the way of war.
Questa
However, if you intend to follow us further, you must grow inured to death. A friend as well as foe.
You really need to learn how to read the mood. Still, what you're saying is correct. For once. Your Highness, it's wonderful that you volunteered for your country. But if I may be frank, you're a liability. No matter how compatible you are with Ragnite, that has no bearing on your qualifications to be a soldier in the field. At this rate, someone will die protecting you.
Diglielo.
Everyone, I apologize for this disturbance. I'm quite all right now. I'm fine.
Ah, capito, lei è del
Please
cazzo.
forgive my lapse in judgment. Rest assured it will be my last.
Fifi.
Amlet. I defer to your authority. Please grant me leave to continue fulfilling my soldierly duties.
You got this?
Yes, sir.
Then prove it. That work for the rest of you? We've taken care of most of their monotech, so let's finish this.
Even my king father has never experienced the likes of this.
And this is true.
I am the princess. I am a soldier. Defender of the people, protector of the realm.
Allora, praticamente la cutscene di prima, la principessina del cazzo uccide involontariamente a botte di culo il tipo, è rimasta un pochino sconvolta. E c'erano comunque dei giudizi dei suoi compagni di guerra, diciamo, di squadrone, e qui dicono che per il momento, dato che comunque risiede una figura importante, dato che è la principessa, qualcuno prima o poi ci rimetterà le pene per difenderla e lei vuole provare agli altri che comunque riesce a cavarsela da sola. Vediamo.
All right.
Allora, emozione fianco con quello, vedete il panico, il panico che ah, ok, questo già l'hai detto prima.
Do this.
All right.
Sorry.
Far too long to lose. Child's
All right.
play.
I'm going in.
Oh, calma di Dobby.
Over and done.
Next.
Ah, eccolo.
All's well.
Another one down.
Lo spendo. Oh, ok. Vai.
Victory shall be mine.
Next.
Who's next?
I am far too lordly to lose.
On the attack.
Show's off. Child's play.
Can't run away now.
Time to shine.
Who's next?
clay.
Sono da qua. Ok. Poi c'è un'altra bestiolina, tipo diversa, eccola. E sono queste, non sono.
To think my unit's been routed by such paltry numbers. They don't even amount to a single platoon.
Looks like something out of a bad dream.
Such heavy mana weaponry exists.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall, right? Right?
I'll take it on. Bring it! Amlet!
Balthus. Target the tank and take it down.
Relax. Veramente questo dell'impero ha sorpreso che è un piccolo gruppetto di nemici, accozzaglie di nemici, che è stato in grado di sbaragliare le loro difese fino a questo punto. E invece qui i nostri adorabili protagonisti sono sorpresi di vedere un quantità indigenti di mana. Ok, vostra eccellenza. Allora, vostra eccellenza, tenete a distanza il dragoness, sarebbe questo marchingegno qua, è ancora incompleto. Combattere in queste condizioni sarebbe pericoloso. No problem. Non preoccuparti. Li brucerò prima, anche prima che si possano avvicinare. Preparate i cannoni. Accidenti, ecco che arriva.
Watch out!
Let's end this!
Fire fire, you is dumb!
Burn them all!
Burn them all!
Lend me your ears.
Keep an eye on reinforcements!
Sì.
Keep an eye on them. Keep an eye on them. Keep an eye on them. Burn them all! Keep an eye on them.
The Empire's might!
Constant vigilance.
You is dumb!
What's the big idea?
Honest.
Ew, this stinks.
Keep an eye on reinforcements.
Behold, the Empire's might!
Stay is ours!
The Empire's might!
Break through!
What's the big idea?
Who's there? Keep an eye on them.
Constant vigilance. Get your ears.
Keep an eye on them. Keep it together.
Are you alright? Taste my blade.
Honest.
In the name of Jutland.
Keep an eye on them.
Got a bad feeling. This is cakewalk.
Keep an eye on them. Rope's damaged.
I almost taste my blade. Constant vigilance.
That won't work. It's damaged. Stay is ours.
In the name of Jutland.
Burn them all. It's damaged.
Constant vigilance.
I'll finish you.
Onward to victory. Well done, guys.
Palle.
Keep an eye on them.
Constant vigilance.
All right, break through. Keep an eye on them.
Constant vigilance.
Allow me to assist you. Leave it
Power
to me.
comes from within.
I'll give it my all. Damaged.
Evasive action, let's go!
Damaged. Keep an eye on them.
Let us dance!
Mission complete. Ah, beh, rank B alla fine.
Haven't hit my prime yet.
Ah, quelli c'è particolare.
Haven't hit my prime yet.
Ranco 7 addirittura questo girlfriend.
We did it!
Ce l'avevo fatta.
It was a smashing
È stato un
success.
successo.
Well done, me.
Ben fatto me stesso.
Hey, they're running away!
Don't bother.
Stanno scappando.
Rear guard will take care of it.
Non
True.
preoccuparti.
Our mission
Le
is to
vere
gain
guardie si
control
curano
of
di
the
loro.
area.
La
Suffice
nostra
it to
missione
say,
è
we
controllo di
accomplished
quest'area.
just that.
Abbiamo già fatto abbastanza.
Commander.
Comandante?
What just
Che è
happened?
successo?
The hell's he doing now?
Come lo sapessi?
First Sergeant Ramadal, you're in command. I'm going after.
Ora siete in comando, mi
I'm coming
raccomando.
with you.
Beh, invece voglio venire con voi. Vediamo un po' sto pazzo di cosa gli è successo. Invece la conquista.
Damn it all. His Majesty will
Dannazione,
never
insomma,
forgive me for this humiliation.
non perdonerà mai queste umiliazioni.
Your Excellency!
Se non si chiede, i nemici sono tagliati. Ma chi diavolo è stato?
What the hell? Wait, you're the...
Aspetta, tu sei...
You fool!
Idiota.
Do you have
Hai
any
una vaga
idea
idea di
what you're
cosa stai
doing?
combinando?
You have brought the wrath of the entire Rusi Empire
Accidenti,
upon you!
Where's Maria?
Dov'è Maria?
What?
Cosa? Ah, ecco lo stronzetto.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
Tu sai esattamente cosa sto facendo. Ah, io so esattamente cosa sto facendo.
You're Balthus Kremenberg.
Tu sei Balthus Kremenberg, uno dei 4 grandi generali dell'impero.
We knew you'd be here. It's
Sappiamo
why we
perché sei
planned
qui.
this on.
È per questo che abbiamo pianificato questo attacco.
To kill you.
Ti ucciderò.
Me?
Davvero?
Well, I do feel
Mi sento
honored.
onorato.
But if
Ma
you
se
kill
mi
me
ucciderai,
now, your last chance at brokering a peace
sarà la
dies with me.
vostra ultima chance per
Do
prosperare
you
in pace.
really plan to take my life, even if it drags your whole
Oppure
country into war?
vuoi davvero uccidermi così da pianificare, da fare venire la guerra?
Have you lost your
Per
mind?
caso perso la ragione?
I won't ask you again.
Non te lo chiedere di nuovo. Dove si trova
Where
Maria?
is Miss Maria? 10 years ago,
10 anni fa, tu e i tuoi
you and your
imperatori
emperor
siete
came
qui,
here
a Molda.
to Molda. I know you took her.
Sapevo che la stavate cercando.
You took her.
La vi
And you-
via. Tu? Questo è pazzo, ovviamente.
Holy shit! Are you
Merda,
serious?
sei serio?
All this over one woman?
Tutto questo solo per un
Realize
ragazzo.
just how many people are going
Per
to
caso
die
capisci
because of you?
di quante vite
But
stai...
you do know, don't you?
No, ma non lo sai, vero?
You're a piece of work. You're
Tu sei
completely
completamente
insane.
pazzo.
You don't even remember.
Sembra che tu non ti ricordi.
That's right.
Giusto.
You wanted to know about your little witch. Maria.
Maria. Oh,
Maria.
ricordo.
If I recall, one of my mistresses. She was a real nympho, that one. She was a hell of a
Vabbè, scende che adesso è stata la puttana dell'impero. L'ha ammazzato.
That's fine. It doesn't
Bella
matter
così, non
anyhow.
importa come. Io ricordo.
I remember.
Non perdere mai
I'll
ciò
never
che avete
forget
fatto.
what you rocks did to us.
Oh, già un trofeo d'argento, mizzica.
What were you just talking about?
Di cosa stavate parlando?
That was their commander.
Our mission was to capture the base.
La nostra missione è
We had
catturare la
already
base.
won.
Avevamo già
Yet you
vinto.
killed this man.
E tu hai ucciso quest'uomo.
In cold blood.
A sangue freddo.
He was a grand general, yes, but
Era un
by
grande
what
generale,
right
ma
did you
perché
take
l'ha
his
voluto
life?
fare una morte così atroce? Vabbè, volevo ucciderlo.
Answer me, Amlet Grumpy.
Rispondemi.
Amlet!
Mumble, mumble. Che tettona?
Good
Oh,
work, Anne.
ben fatto. Quindi sto cazzo di prologo, porco cazzo. Un bello palazzo, insomma. Mettetra. Non so perché sembra tipo
Confirm it once. Is it
confermo
true
ancora una
that
volta.
Jutland has attacked?
Davvero
Yes,
sì,
Your
che si
Excellency.
è attaccato? È vero, vostra eccellenza.
Wonderful. We can finally deal with the Jutes as we please.
Perfetto, adesso abbiamo l'opportunità di farli fuori.
And Balthus?
E
He was
Balthus
preparing to
invece?
engage the enemy when we left. I believe we should get more information soon.
Riceveremo informazioni presto, ho detto.
Your Majesty, forgive my intrusion, sire.
Basta, mi scusi per l'intrusione. Questo è un po' questo è frocio.
If it isn't the envoy.
Hail, Emperor Claudius, and well met. I, Lord Donovan Lindegard of Jutland, hope to find you in good health.
What is it? You seem in great haste.
Moments ago, I received grave tidings. The alliance between our nations has been severed by a declaration of war.
We already have knowledge of this news.
Indeed? As expected of His Majesty.
Our Empire's treasured outpost was attacked.
Can it be? That once contested land was a symbol of peace.
Correct. We shall, therefore, answer the kingdom in kind.
Words can't convey my regret. As a diplomat, my purpose is to build a bridge between our countries, a bridge now burnt. My labors to subdue talk of war, so that not a drop of Judish blood must spill. One foolish act brings it all to naught. Since it has come to this, I will return at once and put an end to this wretched war.
Your path shall be a harrowing one. Begone.
Thank you for your leave, sire. Now I must hurry back home. Farewell.
Praticamente questo deve essere un politicante di Jutland. Ha detto che adesso andare nella patria a mettere le cose in
We now at
posto.
last have cause to strike at Jutland.
Our forces await your orders, sire.
It is reported that the news of Balthus's death reached the Empire, after Lord Lindegard returned to his country.
Extra! Read all about it!
News that the country had reclaimed territory brought joy to the normally quiet lives of its citizens. However, this uplifting atmosphere and the events that led to the war were carefully constructed by the 5 traitors.
Sarebbero questi 5 traditori?
Yo! Look who's here! Today's MVP. Just like old times. AM?
Yeah, hasn't changed a bit.
Well, shall we begin?
It's good to be back in our palace.
To today's victory.
Cheers! Ah, delish. Nothing like good wine and great company. Just like I keep telling you guys, Lady Luck is on our side.
I was wrong, Am. Like you and Saul said, war's our best bet.
The public supports the war, and the opposing factions are being pushed back. Things have been set into motion.
Right. No stopping now. Balthus didn't remember what he did to us.
What?
Hey, you're joking, right? After the shit he pulled?
That can't be. He killed so many people. How could anyone forget so much bloodshed?
It simply shows that a small incident like that was an everyday occurrence for them.
Whoa! Whoa, the hell you mean small incident?
Still, we've accomplished one part of our revenge. There is something that bothers me, though, Am.
What's that?
One squad member in the Princess showed up, didn't he? After you killed Balthus?
Seriously?
Yeah.
So they saw you?
It's nothing to worry about. They saw me kill an enemy general, nothing more.
And I guess that's fine.
Keep an eye on them, just in case.
Sure.
Anyway, that's 1 down, 4 to go.
Let's make full use of the coming winter for this war. We'll advance on Ruse's capital and take revenge on the Emperor. Maria should be with him.
And that's why we need to save her.
Hell yeah! I can't wait to see her again.
By the way, Emma, have you heard already?
What about it?
Your rank. You're being promoted to captain.
First Lieutenant Amlet Gronkin, in light of your faithful service, I hereby promote you to the rank of Captain.
Your Majesty.
You also have my gratitude for bringing my daughter safely home. Prithee, was she a burden to the operation?
No, sire. Princess Ophelia showed great bravery on the battlefield.
Oh, is that so? Good. Very good. Loyal subjects, you have served your country well. That province once belonged to the kingdom. Reclaiming it is a benefit to us all, and a change for the better. There may be hard times ahead, but I have hope that our nation will continue to progress forward. Warriors of Vanargand, keep the light of Jutland bright!
Father, I wish to say something as well. My beloved people of Jutland, for the first time in my life, my mettle was tempered in the flames of battle. It was an experience I can scarcely put into words. Only by reminding myself of why we fought did I survive. 'Twas for you that my countrymen achieved this victory. My eyes have been opened to the horrors of war. But we have languished under the Emperor's embargo for far too long. No longer could I stand idly by watching our kingdom lapse deeper into exhausting destitution. Thus, I chose to act and put myself in the front lines. I will continue to fight for Jutland, my beloved country. But for that to happen, we need the help of our military. Our parliament uniting the people. Our proletariat supporting the industry. Our press giving voice to the populace. And all the citizens of the nation working together till the end of the war and the prosperity of Jutland. I will keep fighting at the vanguard, dreaming of that day.
Nice speech, Princess. That's easier dreamt than done.
Yes, but her presence alone will help sway the public in favor of the war.
Your Highness.
Godot?
Why, look who it is. Good day to you.
Of course you're here.
My, aren't you saucy? I am the princess's lady-in-waiting, after all.
Is something the matter, Godot?
Princess, might I have a word with you? In private.
I'd advise against that, milady. He may be my older brother, but to hold privy council alone with a man? Oh, the scandal.
Please, Miss Ophelia.
Excuse us, Miranda.
Oh, you don't need to apologize to me. This would-be Romeo is the one overstepping his bounds. Besides, I'm only pulling his leg.
Just go. My time is very limited.
Yes, yes.
Princess, about Amlet.
Did you learn something?
Not a great deal, I'm afraid. All I could learn about his life before the Institute is that his adopted parents passed away. Nothing more. He has no past.
What do you suppose that means?
When he struck down Balthus, he said, "I'll never forget what you Rux did to us." He's hiding something. Of this I am certain. And I fear whatever that may be will betray us all. I'm sure further investigation will yield the truth. I'll continue looking into him. Good day, Princess.
Amlet. Who are you, really?
Bring you news of weal or woe?
Brenland's unit has been decimated. Everything is as you have commanded.
Good. On to the next step, Reaper.
assurdo.
Next is Ipsaria.
The Ragnite capital of the world. Sounds like fun, yeah?
Ipsaria was once the leading country in Ragnite production for Europa. Originally, Ruse was lacking in both natural resources and national power, not unlike Jutland. But after seizing Ipsaria, Ruse exploited those resources to become a global power while toying with the existing ones. In a manner of speaking, Ipsaria is the heart of the Rusi Empire. We will have Jutland take it. Our presently destitute country should be rejuvenated by gaining control of the Ragnite.
Which in turn means weakening Ruse.
You magnificent bastard. Look who's talking. Have you seen your suit?
Once we get our hands on all that Ragnite, my company's net worth is gonna skyrocket.
You wouldn't be the only one to profit. If current issues like inflation or supply shortages are resolved, naturally...
The people of Jutland will see the war as a success, just like we want.
Violet, are any Grand Generals stationed in Ipsaria?
Nope.
And how do the people of Ipsaria feel about Ruse's occupation?
To hear my business partners tell it, they don't think too kindly of their Imperial occupiers. After Ruse invaded and took control, the Emperor didn't waste any time cleaning house. Executed the entire royal family along with any loyalists.
That sounds like something Claudius would do.
Still, the effect was instantaneous. There are hardly any dissenting opinions against Ruse there since they fear military oppression.
Doesn't mean their dissatisfaction isn't simmering under the surface. Guess that's where I come in. Got it. We'll distribute an anonymous flyer. A manifesto from resistance forces trying to shed a light on Ruse's crimes and restore honor to their late king.
Straight up sedition. And I thought I was the bastard here.
I take that as a compliment.
Stir up Ipsaria and lay the groundwork, making them more accepting of Jutland. It's a solid idea.
You can leave the distribution of the flyers to me.
Please continue the operation within Jutland as well.
More rabble-rousing? We already threw fuel on that fire.
We'll do it as much as we can. A war effort's only as strong as the citizens who support it.
Precisely. Amlet, make sure to pay attention to the citizens when you walk around town. We can gauge public opinion toward the war by their attitude toward the commander of the elite unit. And again, be amicable.
That's rich, coming from you.
Got it.
Good. That concludes today's agenda.
Well then, meeting adjourned.
It's about to get real busy around here.
It's a beautiful sunset. We can't help but come here, can we? This used to be our favorite spot.
Yeah.
I have an idea, Am. What do you say we go grab a drink afterward?
I'd rather just get back to headquarters.
Oh, come on. A few rounds wouldn't hurt.
We don't need anyone getting suspicious of me. Besides, I need to put together a plan to free Ipsaria.
What an annoyingly flawless response. Well, come join me next time. We haven't gone drinking in a while with just the two of us. Even you need to unwind at some point.
Sure.
I'll hold you to it. You just gave me your word. You're a rare breed of man, Am. The kind that doesn't pass out when they go drinking with me. I won't let you get away so easily. Well then, I'll see you around.
All right, everyone, let's head back home.
How far did we get?
Perfetto, allora vi spiego un attimo il riassuntino dell'ultima parte. Allora, abbiamo visto ci sono quella base dei 5 traditori che stanno comunque pianificando di arrivare tramite delle azioni militari nel cuore dell'impero per salvare o riottenere Maria, per essere una loro compagna, e per farsi stanno scatenando una guerra, come diciamo all'inizio del gioco, per i propri interessi. Andando avanti nel gioco si scopre che comunque la guardia principale della principessa Ophelia nutre dei sospetti per quanto riguarda il nostro protagonista, facendo che vuole fare delle ricerche su di esso. Difatti non trova nulla, infatti dice che non ha passato, anche se lui sente con le sue orecchie attentamente: non ti perdonerò mai, come capi dei fatti 10 anni fa, mentre stava uccidendo il generale nemico davanti ai suoi propri occhi. Andando avanti, starà pianificando un altro contrattacco per indebolire l'impero, voglio andare ad Isteria, che sarebbe una nazione in cui c'è tanta gemma azzurra, la Reckonit, che è proprio quella che serve per far mandare avanti il potere dell'impero. E tutto qui, questo è il prologo, quindi arrivederci.